Back out here with my Link-Belt LS50. I do have it labeled wrong in a couple of videos. I think I got it labeled as a LS51. It's actually a 50. Old mechanical machine, crawler type. And I was just going to show some people how the controls on this thing work. We're going to start out here. This is the clutch. This disengages the main clutch on the engine so you can start it easier. You got your key switch, starter button, choke, amp meter, oil pressure. I recently put an alternator on it. Got tired of fooling with the 6-volt system. But on the back shaft here, we have, on this side, we have the main boom lift, or the, well, main, it is the boom lift. It has the clutch bands that tighten up, and when they tighten up, this whole unit spins the shaft that goes all the way through to the drum with the cogs on it on the far side over there. You notice it's wound up backwards from the cable on this other. This cable actually winds the other direction when it's going up. That one goes this way. The reason for that is this chain drive. The chain drive drives this clutch opposite of that clutch, and what this does, it allows it to have a power down feature on the you can actually power down the boom. You can't power down the main hoist. Main hoist, when you let go of the brake, it just free falls. The boom, on the other hand, you can idle the motor down, slow the boom down. This is kind of handy. This is actually, there's some cogs on the boom drum over there, and this actually disengages it's down underneath. You can't see it from here, but it disengages that so you can lower the boom. It'll go up with this in the up position, but it won't go down until you pull it forward. And somebody's put a notch on there so you don't have to have your hand behind you when you're lowering the boom. This is a 2-speed lever. I've never been in second gear. Everything moves plenty fast in this speed, and it's all froze up. I can't get it to move. It would take a lot more work to get in there to it. This center shaft here has your reverse gears. There's 2 clutches. There's a set on this side, set on that side. And that's your swing or your drive. And when I pull this lever back, it moves this butterfly clutch, tightens those 2 bands, and when I push it forward, tightens the other 2 bands. And what that does is it gives you a forward and reverse action, and it's used for the swing and also travel. The front drum here is simple. It's just got a clutch, and it's controlled by this center lever. Pull back, it tightens these bands on the front drum. That's normally used for your drag line, or it could be used for a secondary, like a clam bucket or a secondary hoist. And just looking at controls here, this is the boom. When you pull this back, it engages your boom clutch. To lower the boom, you push this pedal down and push the button. Easier for standing up. And when you release that, it releases the brake on this drum here, and that lets the cable down if you have this pulled forward. This brake pedal works with the front drum, and so say you're wanting to pull your drag line toward you, you would release that pedal, you'd pull this back, and when you wanted to stop, you would push that pedal, release that lever. This lever is your main, I call it the main hoist. It's back there in the back. So when you engage this lever, you lift that cable, or that line that's on there right now. And if we release this pedal, see, the brake is on that side over there. And it's actually free fall, you don't have to have anything running. And to lock it, you use that little button. This is your swing lock. It engages in the teeth underneath on the circle. This is your steering lever. This engages and disengages some clutches underneath. Dog type clutches are real simple. This lever here, you pull it back in this position for swing, you push it forward for travel. Up here we've got the throttle lever. It's got a fancy little cable system. Goes back down to the bottom. You can see here, this is the view of the drums. This panel here is connected to supposedly the parking brake. Parking brake doesn't work, but that's what it, if it did work, that would be you would release that to travel. The way it is now, it just travels. I just try not to get it on a big hill. It doesn't roll very far by itself. No simple tracks, and just a simple, it's got a swing, a rolling fair lead. Got 4 rollers. This is the swing lock I was showing earlier. And then the steering clutches are under here. This actually moves. Hello, doggy. Whenever you move the steering lever, it pulls this over and it disengages this dog. And if you pull it hard enough, it engages into this gear and it stops that side from moving at all. It'll just lock it. And the other side's the same way. And this is the drive from the top down to the bottom. And then it goes through these sprockets, big chains, back to the sprockets on the back. Right now it has about 40 foot of boom on it. I think the center section's a homemade section. The rest of it, I mean, it's all made the same, but the other 2 sections are link built. I believe it would be 30 feet with the other 2 sections. Somebody added some to it. We got a big triple drive or triple roller chain in here. This is a drive clutch. Fancy little oiler for the chain up there in the Buddha engine. And here's a parking brake. You actually pull it out and release it, and when it engages into these cogs here, it'll lock up your travel. But I don't have that working right now, so I usually just keep it disengaged and try to keep it on level ground. Up in here we have this is a 2-speed gear. If you were going to use high gear, there's a shifter here that would shift this gear. It disengages the bottom gear and engages the top one, and that actually gives you a higher gear ratio, and that would affect your swing and your travel speed, I believe. The swing, this set of gears here is connected to this gear that swings the crane. This is the shaft off the big sprocket. Comes in, it drives the gears that run all the drums up top. And here's a little latch that keeps the boom from falling. And when you're raising the boom, it's kind of neat because you can hear it. It gives you a sound when it's going up. Here's an under view of some of the linkages and springs, and it's quite a piece of machinery. Okay, here's one of the plates off of that old link belt. I forgot I had them in a toolbox in here, but Tells you Link-Belt Speeder Corporation. It says LS50, serial number 5D820. And it's got a safe load in tons and 35 foot of boom. Right now I have 40, but they give you a radius from the center of the machine, and at the maximum is 5.5 tons. That's at 10 feet from the center, so that's awful close. And then it goes on out to 30 feet from the center. You're down to 1.2 tons. So it's not got a super amount of capacity, but it worked well for what they did with it. There's another plate off of it, a patent plate. But, don't know for sure what year it is. I think it's somewhere in the late 40s, early 50s.